Good day, everyone, especially to you, ma'am. Today, we're going to discuss the topic entitled Indigenous Science and Technology in the Philippines. Learning objective. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to discuss the concept of indigenous science and discuss the contribution of indigenous science in the development of science and technology in the Philippines. To start, let me first explain what indigenous knowledge means. Even before modern technology and science became advanced, Filipinos already had their own ways of understanding and dealing with the world around them. During the early times, our ancestors created and developed different tools that helped them in their everyday lives. For example, they learned how to use materials available in their surroundings for farming, hunting, building, and preparing food. They also observe nature carefully to understand different phenomena such as changes in the weather, season, plants, and animals. These ideas and experiences were passed from one generation to another. This collection of knowledge is what we call indigenous knowledge. And this indigenous knowledge became one of the foundations of what we call indigenous science. So, in simple words, indigenous science is basically the knowledge and practices developed by indigenous communities based on their experiences, observation, and relation with nature. Now, let's move on to the indigenous knowledge system. Indigenous knowledge is not something that people simply study in a classroom, it is actually part of their everyday life. Children learn it while growing up in their community. They learn from parents, grandparents, and other elders become their first teacher. For example, a child may learn from their grandparents which plants are useful, when it is the right time to plant crops, or how to recognize signs of changing weather. So, the knowledge is usually learned through observation, experience, and practice, and listening to the elders. Another important thing is that indigenous knowledge is connected to their culture and environment. It includes not only practical skills but also values, stories, traditions, and beliefs about nature. We can also see this knowledge through their stories, poems, and songs. These forms of expression often teach younger generation about their culture, their environment, and how they should live with respect for nature. So basically, indigenous knowledge is not only about knowing how to do something, it is also about understanding where the knowledge came from, why is it important, and how it is connected to the community and environment. Now, let's look at some examples of indigenous knowledge that are practiced and passed down by indigenous people. First, predicting the weather condition and seasons. Before modern weather forecast, communities observed things around them to predict changes in the weather. They might observe animal behavior, the appearance of the sky, or even celestial bodies. Through years of experience, they learned how to recognize certain signs that could indicate changes in weather or seasons. Second is using herbal medicine. Indigenous communities have knowledge about plants that can be used for certain health purposes. This knowledge is usually passed down by elders who have learned about these plants through generations of experience. Third is preserving food. Before the before refrigerators and modern storage, people developed traditional ways of keeping food from spoiling. These methods help families store food longer periods, especially when fresh food was not always available. Fourth example is classifying plants and animals. Indigenous people developed their own ways of grouping and identifying plants and animals based on their characteristics and uses. This helped them know which plants were useful for food, medicine, construction, and other purposes. Fifth is preserving and selecting good seeds for planting. Farmers would carefully choose seeds from healthy and productive plants so they could use them for future planting. In this way, their farming knowledge was preserved and improved over generations. Six is using indigenous technology. This means using tools and techniques developed by local communities based on the materials and resources available in their environment. There is also building local irrigation systems. Communities develop ways to bring water to their farms so their crops could grow properly. This shows how people use their understanding of their environment to solve practical problems. Seventh is classifying different types of soil for planting. Farmers learn that different types of soils are suitable for different crops. Through experience and observation, they could identify which soil was better for particular plants. We also have producing wines and juices from tropical fruits. People learned how to process fruits into different products using traditional methods. This knowledge was also passed down through generations. And lastly, keeping the custom of growing plants and vegetables in the yard. This may seem simple, but it is also a form of indigenous knowledge because families use their knowledge about plants, soils, water, and seasons to grow food around their homes. These are the example of herbal medicine. Acapulco, commonly used for fungal skin infections such as bun-e and an. Ampalaya, commonly used associated with helping control blood sugar, particularly in diabetes. Balbas pusa, traditionally used as diuretic, meaning it may increase urination and has traditionally been used for urinary related concerns. And bayabas, or should we say guava, traditionally used for cleaning wounds and as a mouth rinse for swollen or irritated gums. One example of blood preservation is panag-itag. It is a traditional way of preserving meat, especially pork, by using salt so that it can last longer. This is important to them before because it helps them store food for future use, especially when refrigeration is not available. Two examples of indigenous technology are pottery and weaving. Pottery uses clay to create cooking pots, containers, and storage items, while weaving uses materials such as plants, fibers, or threads to make clothes, blankets, bags, and baskets. These are important because they are not only useful in everyday life, but they also show the skills, creativity, and culture of indigenous people. Most importantly, these traditional skills are passed down from one generation to another, helping preserve their cultural heritage. Another example of indigenous technology is stone tools. They were used for cutting, hunting, preparing food, and other daily activities. Another example is producing wine from local fruits or crops. Indigenous communities developed ways of fermenting these natural products to traditional beverages, such as tuba. Philippine mythology. Philippine mythology is a collection of stories, legends, and epics from different indigenous groups in the Philippines. These stories help our ancestors understand the world, nature, and things they could not easily explain. Some examples are Bathala, a well-known creator or supreme deity in traditional Tagalog beliefs, and the Bakunawa, a mythical serpent-like creature associated with the moon. These stories were passed down from generation to generation and became part of Filipino culture. Next is Philippine traditional medicine. Before modern medicine became common, Filipinos used traditional practices to deal with illness and physical problems. These practices were influenced by religion, beliefs, herbalism, and experience. Some examples are hilot, albularyo, pagtatawas, and faith healing. These practices show how our ancestors used the knowledge they had to care for themselves, for their communities.
Indigenous science is a part of the indigenous knowledge system practiced by different groups of people and civilization. Gribin 2001, MKAP, CBC 2004. It includes complex arrays of knowledge, expertise, practices, and representations that guide human societies in their innumerable interactions with the natural milieu, agriculture, medicine, naming and explaining natural phenomena, and strategies for coping with changing environments. Pawilen, 2005. Indigenous science composed of traditional knowledge that use science, processes skills, and guided by community values and culture. Pawilen, 2006. CBC 2004 also pointed out that indigenous science proved the basic of astronomy, pharmacology, food technology, or metallurgy, which were derived from traditional knowledge and practices. Indigenous science is natunga siya og tulo. The uses is science process skills. The guided by is community culture and values, and composed of is traditional knowledge. This is the uses of indigenous science. Science process skills. Observing, comparing, classifying, measuring, problem solving, inferring, communicating, and predicting.
So let's proceed to community cultures and values. The land is a source of life. It is precious gift from the Creator. So, for example, farmers depend on the land to grow rice, corn, vegetables, and fruits, so they can take care of the soil and avoiding destroying it. So, number two, the earth is revered as a Mother Earth. It is the origin of their identity as a Filipino. All living and non-living things are interconnected and interdependent with each other. So, for example, if Filipino destroyed forests, animals can lose their home, rivers can become dirty, and people can also suffer from food. Number three, human beings are stewards of trustee of the land and other natural resources. They have a responsibility to preserve it. For example, when Filipino plants tree after cutting some trees, they are acting as steward because they helping protect an environment in the future. So number four is nature is a friend to human being. It being its needs and respect and proper care. For example, plant can provide food, traditional medicine, while rivers provide water and fish. Now let's proceed the traditional knowledge. Ethnobiology, ethnomedicine, indigenous farming methods, folk astronomy. For example, that four is indigenous people know which plants can be used as a food or traditional medicine. Number two, some communities use ginger tea as a traditional remedy when someone has cough and feel sick. Number three, farmers observe the rainy and dry season to decide the best time to plant the rice. So number four, people observe the moon and stars to help determine seasons or the best time to certain activities. Indigenous science is important in the development of science and technology in the Philippines, like that ancient civilization. Indigenous science gave birth of the development of science and technology as a field and as a discipline. It helped the people in understanding the natural environment and copying with everyday life. UNESCO Declaration on Science and Use the Scientific Knowledge of 1999 recognized indigenous science as a historical and valuable contribution of science and technology. For For simple explanation, indigenous science shows how Filipino communities use their experience, obligation, and knowledge of nature to solve everyday problems and even before modern science and technology. So now let's proceed to laws and strategies in the Philippines in conserving indigenous knowledge. So number one is executive number 247 or 1995, prescribing guidelines and establishing regulatory framework for the prospecting of biological and genetic resources, thereby products and derivatives for scientific and commercial purpose and for other purpose. So, for example, if scientists wants to study medical plant traditional used by an indigenous community, they need government permission and must follow the rules before collecting and using that plant. Thank you. So that's all everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.